Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Now today we're going to take a look at Remnant Knights, a free-to-play anime fantasy MMORPG. It's got some really cool little elements. As you can see, I've got my character that I created to kind of check out the game. He's grade 1, level 10, magic circle. He's got this cool tracksuit. He's also got a pretty cool cape on, a nice little staff, and some rockin' blue hair. But we're going to go through the character creation process so you guys can see what that's all about. So let's jump in there, and there we go. Now when you look at it, you've got a couple of different things that you can choose. So name, so let's go ahead and use our usual name, and then you've got a school to pick from. Now obviously I've already created one character from the Dragon School, so I can't create a character from the Owl School. So essentially what you have is you have two different factions that comes into play in the marble battles and all the different PvP, well not all the different PvPs, because you can challenge anybody to a duel, but a lot of the faction-based PvP and different stuff like that, that's where the Dragon and the Owl schools come into play. But let's look at some of this other stuff. So you've got your basic circle where you start out, you choose kind of your basic, as you saw my other character was magic circle, and you've got fight circle. I'm actually going to go with the gun circle with her, because the guns are pretty cool to look at. And then you've got advanced classes you can see later on as you advance into and progress through the game. You kind of have like those job changes, and you got heavy launcher or dual gunner, stuff like that. So we're gonna go ahead and go with the heavy launcher. I think that's kind of cool, rocking the nice big blaster there. So we're gonna stay with female, and you can see you can make her big or small. We're gonna leave her kind of big. Change your face a little bit. You got a couple different options there. Pretty much just changes her eyes. Let's see hair type. What do we want to go with? Something a little bit longer. We'll go with that. And then you've got the whole color wheel that you can really go from and pick all kinds of different colors. We'll go with this purple right there, and I think we're good. You can also see over here on this right side as you change the different classes and stuff like that. So you can see there's the two different guns. Then you've got the magic circle. You've got either the elementalist or the priest, and you can see everything changes here, including your description, but also your attack range, attack speed, attack defense, all that different stuff. And then in the fight circle, you've got a striker or a crasher. You can see outfits also change as I pick a different class. But we're gonna go with her, and we're gonna go with the heavy launcher. So there we go. Let's go ahead and create that character. It was created successfully. Now let's start the game. I kind of feel bad. I'm kind of enjoying this music, but we're going to go ahead and start the game. 60 seconds. It's not going to take that long. Essentially, it's just going to take as long as it takes to kind of load up the game. But when we get started in here, you can see we're kind of in a school atmosphere. The game has a really different feel to it. It's anime style, so you kind of expect anything goes when you have an anime style game. So now we've got here how to move. We got our little quest helper. So we can move around with W, A, S, and D. So there we go. We used all of our different keys, and we've already leveled up once. So we can use and hold down the right key and kind of scroll around our character, check her out from different angles and stuff like that. And this is one thing that's kind of cool. As you get different quests and you need to talk to different people, you can see there's a little check mark there. So I need to go and talk to this guy, but it looks like first I need to go C, and I need to unequip the revival marble. So let's go ahead and double click that, and there we go. Took off equipment. Now we go back into, and all of these are the regular keys. You know, this brings up your character. That's C. I brings up your inventory. So we've got this Viper dual gun, so we can switch back and forth. We're gonna just follow the course as it's given to us. Now we do get these little boxes. They're little reward boxes, stuff like that. You'd see we've got two of them. We can also sort our gear real quick by just using this little sort button. But a lot of these boxes you're going to find regularly as you're progressing through the game, and you kill monsters and stuff like that, and you're going to be able to open them up, and they're going to have a lot of different gear and stuff like that for you to use. But let's talk to Professor Wong, and there we go. And he's got a whole little story. Now the cool thing is the storyline of the game was actually written by a well-known DC Comics writer. So they really brought out the big guns as far as writing the storyline and really getting the in-depth portion of the game really locked down and solid. So something to really look forward to and really pay attention to as you go and progress through the game. So, all right, I'm ready to learn, and off we go in this direction to talk to the headmaster. All right, so we're following our little arrow here, and as we can see over here on the left-hand side, we've got another player, Chiba-chan. So he's level 18. we got menu, so we can actually do a lot of different stuff with him. We could party requests, we can whisper, we can do all kinds of different stuff. And we've got another character here, so it's kind of cool to be able to look around and you see not only new characters but existing characters. There's a level 52, and there's the guy we already saw, and then this guy over here. Well, either way, it's nice to see different characters running around and all of that different stuff. But you can see the style, like I was saying, the style of the game, and like I said, you can expect kind of anything. I mean, this guy's in a suit with an eye patch. Let's zoom in and check out how epic his eye patch is. So not only does it have an epic eye patch, but he's got this cool like antenna type hair. So either way, let's talk to him. So he's going to progress us through. Now, one thing that you'll find as you're progressing through and doing these different quests, and I'm going to give you guys a tip about, is you may find at some point in time that you've done all the quests and you cannot find any new ones. And that happened to me on my other character when I actually reached level 4, and I got about halfway through level 4, and then I didn't have enough experience to get to level 5, so I just had to go out and kind of kill a few things, and it bumped me up to level 5, and then all of a sudden the quests appeared again. So something to pay attention to. Now, this is something to also pay attention to. Once you get up to, I believe it's level 15, you're going to be able to get your own dorm room. You're going to be able to put furniture in it, trophies, as you can see. You're going to be able to get your own pets. Then if you feed your pets, they're going to have special abilities that'll help you in combat. All of that different stuff. So you can see it's really going through a lot of that different stuff right now, talking about all the different things that you're going to be able to do once you get your own dorm. And you can also visit other people's dorm rooms, stuff like that. Go in there, talk to them, do all kinds of different stuff. So we talked to him, completed that quest, but let's go over here and find the rock, which is what we were originally after anyways. Another thing you'll find as you progress later on in the game, you're going to find the game is actually really good about giving you some different things to try out right in the beginning, and one of them is different mounts and stuff like that. And right now they're actually running a little promo, so if you type in the promo, I believe it's Funimation, you'll probably see different things pop up, because you see these press X to switch combat, not combat mode. You see that stuff pop up all the time, and then you'll see the Funimation promo pop up, and you'll get some different stuff, and one of those things is actually a mount, and those come in really handy. Speaking of a mount, there we go, travel much faster in a hover scooter or other rides. So he's telling us about mounts right there. So we need to find the school store, so let's cruise off in that direction. But either way, getting a mount, the nice thing with the mounts is they load up really quick, so you're on them really, really fast. So here's a little character, he's level 49. You can see he's like me, he's a gunner, so he's got his cool little gun on his back and stuff like that. But it's cool to see that not the animation, but the actual graphic changes when you have different weapons and stuff like that. So you can outfit your character in all kinds of different items. What do we need to do? Find the Synergen Refueler. So it's right here, right next to me, and there we go. Must be new night while it's free. All right, so completing all these quests, and when you do these, I highly recommend that you pay attention a little bit more to everything that's going on. Luckily, I've already ran through a lot of these, so I kind of get the gist of what's happening. So I'm not really reading through or paying attention to all the different things that are going on in the quests. But I highly recommend that you do, because there's a lot of little things in there that you want to pay attention to. Like there are some quests that won't necessarily show the little arrows on the ground, because there'll be a different type of thing you'll have to find, or it'll be nearby. Now, if you ever do come up to that position where you can't find out where you need to go, you can always hit your map, and a lot of times on the map it'll either have an exclamation point or a question mark or all those different things that'll kind of denote exactly where you need to go and which direction you need to head off. So it's really nice. They give you a lot of different things that will kind of set you straight if you ever get kind of lost. But it looks like we've got some skill points to assign, so we're going to go check out the skills right now. So let's go in there, remaining skill point, press K to open the window. All right, so it automatically opened for me. So you can see you've got a bunch of common different stuff, find target, pick up items, all kinds of stuff like that. And then you've got your express emoticons, dance. Always good to have a dance. So let's throw the dance right there, and let's see what that does. So, dance for me. All right, she's doing the Running Man. She doesn't continuously do it. She's just going to do it for that one little stint. Anyways, let's go back into our skills so you guys can play with that stuff. So you can see you've got a few skills here. And over here you've got tension, a couple tension skills. We'll talk about that in a second. But the one thing I want to point out is you got power shot and you got bazooka. So you want to take, and I've got 10 points right now that I can allocate in all of these different skills. So we're gonna go ahead and pump these up. Yes. And let's go up to level 3, match our level. Yep, and let's do all that. And yes, and there you go. So this one actually pushes away the target by 10 distance and deals an additional 220 damage. And this one deals 200 damage and pushes away the target by 80. So that one really pushes them away. So you'll find that there's a lot of skill combinations that you can use to either push the target away or attack or different things like that. So we're going to go ahead and start using some of our skills right here. Let's go ahead and use the basic attack, fire away, and now let's use our different skills. Now, a lot of the skills that you can actually use, one of the cool things about them is that when you do use them, they do have a level of area of effect to them. So you can kind of, if you can get these guys in a grouping, like these guys right here, let's see if I can get them in a nice, they're actually running away, but effective nonetheless. I was still able to get a whole group of 3 of these guys, and now I got one more. So you do have to kind of be careful, because if you kill one, because you can only attack a max of 3 at a time. If you kill one, then all of a sudden you'll start attacking those other ones. So we're gonna run around, and you can pick up this stuff by just clicking on it like I'm doing, or you can use the pick up item skill. You can also see the game starts you with a bunch of different potions and stuff like that. And here's the hover scooter that we start with, and we can cruise around on that pretty quick. Now I'm actually gonna move that out of here. Let's see. There we go. I'm gonna move that right there. I kind of like that right there. And here's the tension recovery. Now, I want you to pay attention to this for a second, because up here you can see I've got this 22.8 and slowly going down. Now, as I'm using skills, of course, I'm going to use mana. And you can take and you can rest by just sitting down, which is right here. Or you can take and you can use this tension recovery. And there we go. So as you fight monsters, you're actually going to take and pick up this this tension here, the current tension level, so to say. And so what you want to do is you want to kind of pay attention to that and use your attack skills and things like that to your advantage, so you can accumulate more tension and get these little orbs filled up, and then use your tension recovery or your tension fire, which, as you can see, deals 200% of current attack strength for 282 damage, push the target away by 10. So you can use either of these tension skills to essentially turn the tides of battle, or, like, you can use the one to actually recover your health and your mana. So it can save you a lot of time basically sitting down, or sometimes save you having to use a potion, things like that. So it comes in really comes in handy. So special gem, let's see what it's going to be. Oh, a bomb. So those things are kind of random. They've got all kinds of different stuff in them. Sometimes they're little buffs. Sometimes they're bombs that actually do damage to you. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting also, I was talking about this tension recovery or sitting down. If you notice, I'm not actually recovering any mana while I'm just standing up or walking around. So you have to kind of allocate and pay attention to your resources there. Not allocate, but pay attention to your resources, because you do have to spend time sitting on your ass or using your tension recovery to actually get your mana back, or using a mana potion. So it's always these little things in games that, it's very easy to deal with once you understand what you're doing with them, but sometimes they can be a little bit confusing. So, I figure handing out a little tip or hint here or there is not going to hurt you guys at one bit. So let's take out this meep, and let's take him out. Let's pick up our little fabric, I think it was. Let's take out these guys in a little grouping. And as you notice, only my skills attack multiple monsters. If I want to take and I want to just attack one, then I just use my regular attack. And you can take and just so you know, that's a good way to build up your tension. So I can take and I can just attack this guy from afar, let him keep coming at me, keep blasting away, and also my regular attack doesn't use mana. So using that to your advantage can really be helpful, especially because you can take and you can just attack a bunch of guys, start taking them out, let your standard attack do what it's going to do, keep killing them, and let your tension build up until you can actually recover your mana. So it's one way to keep kind of progressing through and keep fighting monsters while you're waiting to get enough tension to be able to recover those recover your mana or your health. Let's see if we can bring up a few different things here. And there we go. It looks like I put my weapon away and just started wailing away with my fists. So I can pull it back out. Basically, I put it away using R. So I was kind of going through the hotkeys and started with R. So possible use after bonding. Let's see what other things we have here. So there's our inventory. So we've got a bunch of different level 5 reward boxes, but we're only level 3. So let's go turn in our quest. Let's see, where do we need to go here? So we need to go hunt angry daisies. So we're heading off in this direction now, and we're gonna battle Chios for some of these angry daisies. But let's go through some of these other things that we've got here. P, nope. L, nope. K brings up your skill menu. Let's go ahead and close that. And I think some of these aren't coming up because I don't have, I'm not high enough level. So here's the club list. So as you can see, there's all different clubs. Clubs are essentially your guilds or your clans or whatever. So you can see there's a bunch of different ones. It shows the number of people, all that different stuff, and then their max number. Recruiting active members level 18 and above. Club for GMs only. Well, that's no surprise. See, that's called GM. And then looking for mainstay, newly active members, all that different stuff. So you can kind of go out and kind of talk to these guys and see and apply to different clubs. And sometimes you'll get accepted, sometimes you won't. You're just going to have to give it a try. Now, one thing that I want to mention is, you saw the club that was specifically for GMs, and I have no clue where she's going. So she's running off to pick up some item that's not actually hers. So go ahead and keep blasting away on this guy. One thing that I want to mention about the GMs is the game is published by, or not published, but published by Game Samba. And Game Samba prides itself on the fact that they have GMs in their games and available for players 24 hours a day. And you can see down here, you've got GM, Parfait. If you have any questions or concern in game, feel free to send me a message. If you watch down here, you're going to see that constantly. You're going to constantly see GMs logging in and saying, hey guys, if you need me, I'm here. Hit me up. I'm available to help you out at any time. One of the nice things, and they're always running different events and different specials and different things going on in the game. So it's kind of nice to have that level of personal touch, and something that I really think that they do an excellent job of. So it looks like we've completed all of our little daisies. So let's head back to where we need to turn this quest. Now, when you're talking about PvP, now I'm actually in Channel 0, which is a PvE channel, but that doesn't mean that there's not PvE PvP available in here. The big PvP battles are the marble battles and stuff like that, where essentially you team up with members from your own faction, and then you go in, and it's kind of a resource. There's different nodes that you want to take and capture as a team and control those. It's kind of a free-for-all. You can kill anybody you want from the other faction, but at the same time, you want to control the different nodes. Each of those battles, it lasts 20 minutes, and then whoever has controlled the nodes for the longest, done all of that stuff, is essentially the winner. So that's one of the things that is really kind of unique to the game Remnant Knights, and something definitely to check out as you progress up the levels, and you get used to doing those battles with your clans and stuff like that. So here we go. We're off to hunt some sprouts and hunt some mad herbs, and get hopefully level 5. Now down at the bottom, you can see here in purple, here's what we need, our current XP level and all that stuff. And then I'm really looking forward to level 5 because I can open up all of these little boxes and see what kind of stuff is in there. So let's see, we need to take out some of these guys. So let's go ahead and start firing away. Go ahead and start killing them. And let's do this one last shot. That should take a bunch of them out. And fire away. Come on, let's kill this one. And alright, so we need 2 more. So let's go ahead and fire on these guys. And I absolutely love the fact that most of the times when you're using your skills, you're doing AoE, so you're taking out a bunch of different guys at once. Helps you get through these quests so much faster, especially when they've got a little bit of grind to them. And we need to find some mad herbs. There we go. So let's take these guys out. But definitely, like I said, helps you kind of get through the grind factor a little bit. and get through these quests much faster than normal. I wouldn't necessarily even call it a grind factor, because you're progressing through the game so fast with all of the different quests that they've got set up for you, and everywhere you go there's always guys handing out quests, giving different quests for you to accomplish and complete, and help you progress through the different zones. Because what you're going to do is you're going to spend pretty much through 1 through level 10 in this zone, and then you're going to cruise down here to the Sunset Pier, and everything is kind of broken out in little level blocks like that. So let's go ahead and start wailing on him. Let's use our tension recovery, get health and mana back. Come on, let's kill him, because that's going to be our last one. We can go turn in our quest and hopefully get level 5. Come on, there we go. So there we go. So there was one of those little random things, and it actually gave me some EXP. So we're gonna jump on our little hovercraft. Maybe there we go. Now we jumped on it. Now one thing you can see is that there's a little arrow pointing its way to where I need to go. Now the other thing I can do is I can go on here. What do I need to get? The test material. So I need to get the test material from, but what I was going to say is you can actually take and you can click really far away, like way over there, and you'll start cruising off in that direction. Now I don't want to go over there right now, but it's really nice to be able to just go onto the map and be able to click anywhere on the map, anywhere that I see, and be able to just head off in whichever direction that I want to go. It really is quite helpful, especially since, you know, the game doesn't have the ability for you to just take and click on, oh, I need to go to Headmaster so-and-so, just click on their name. But you can find them on the map and then be able to cruise off in a different direction. Now here's our actual quest log. So we need to get test material from Angry Daisies. Now, I thought I killed a few of these, but maybe I didn't kill enough. Oh, I actually killed these before, so let's start blasting away at these guys. Let's see if we can kill them real quick. Take them all down. Come on. There we go. Let's start wailing away on this guy. We're actually going to die if I don't use a potion here. So there we go. And we got a whole bunch of crap on the ground. And you can see they give you little orbs that give you health recovery and all kinds of different stuff like that. So let's start blasting away on these guys. I'm really kind of digging the gunner. I was a, you know, as you saw, I was an elementalist or magic circle on my other character, but I'm kind of liking this this gunner. So there we go. We need 4 more, and we should be able to turn in our quests. And then there we go. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get that last one in the mix. Comes in really handy to be able to actually blast these guys from afar. And there we go. Let's attack this guy. I think we just need 1 more, right? Yep. Hopefully we'll just take this guy out and call it a day. There we go. So we need to head back. We're on our little hovercraft. So find student council member Megan. So she's right there. So, and it's nice, we can click on her from afar as well and be able to just cruise over on our little hovercraft and turn this in. And there we go. It's kind of cool how you get these semi cutscenes too when you're talking to different characters. You also get them when you're out and about and they want to show you different areas and stuff like that. So there we go. We got level 5. So we got a bunch of different quests that open up. Wonder if you might have something for me to do. All right, there we go. But now the main thing I wanted to do is be able to come in here and open up all this stuff. And you can see down here in the chat, it's telling me all the different things that I'm getting. Like that was a complimentary scroll. You could stack up with social points, which are changeable with good accessory. And let's keep opening these. See all the different stuff. We're getting potions. We're getting low quality strange crystals. We're getting all kinds of different stuff. Fabrics. But either way, we're going to cruise off this way and turn in these other quests and continue to play. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. And also, don't forget to like and comment. Tell us anything we missed or anything you wish we would have shown in the game. If you'd like to play or learn more about Remnant Knights, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.